Here is your Aztec Chevrolet forecast. Welcome back, everyone. As we take a look at our Skycam, looking off to the west from One Shoreline Plaza, there's 37 there, and it is hazy and hot. No rainfall to be found. We need rain, but we certainly don't need any tropical activity. That's the problem with rain in the summertime. Evening forecast has temperatures dropping from the 90s through the 80s, low 80s by midnight with decreasing winds that allow us to go into the upper 70s with a light wind around 5 to 8 miles an hour just before daybreak. Our morning low will be 77 degrees, 76 in Robstown, about 75 in Freer, and low 80s along the immediate coast. As we take a look at our day planner for tomorrow, a few clouds and 78 starting out at 7 in the morning. Very hot and muggy already, 93 at noon and 93 at 5 p.m. But the heat index 106 to 112. The difference between today and tomorrow, the winds are going to be a lot lighter tomorrow, so we'll get a little lower low and a little hotter high, just what we don't need, right? 98 degrees in Corpus Christi will be the high tomorrow, 95 for Sinton, 100 in Beeville, 103 inland at Freer, and also San Diego with the temperature reaching 98 at the Naval Air Station. Not a lot happening on the satellite and radar, at least from this perspective. We've got a few clouds out to the west, staying west, a weak high pressure in the Gulf, and the pressure gradient that's weakening, so that's why our winds are going to be coming down. The system in the northeastern Gulf of Mexico, that's our Invest 92L, and again, there's also an upper level low associated with this. That's going to track off to the west, which is being blocked by high pressure. That's why we're not concerned about it coming here at the present time. This high is going to move up away from the region, and that's going to allow that low to move into Louisiana. Take a look at our tropical update. The information we have from the Hurricane Center, this is what we know, this is what we don't know, and this is when we'll know more. Tropical storm likely by the end of this week. Tropical storm Barry. High chance of development in the next 5 days. Heavy rainfall in the eastern Gulf and the north central Gulf. That's along the Mississippi, Alabama, and Louisiana coast, and environmental conditions are conducive for development. So the question mark is not if we're going to have Barry, but when, and it'll be sometime around Thursday or Friday. And when that happens, this is what will occur here in the coastal bend. We'll get increasing swells that may affect the deep sea roundup a bit, potential coastal flooding, and an increased rip current risk, so not so good to go out into the water. The computer models show this going into Louisiana, and that's what's changed from yesterday. It was more towards southeast Texas, western Louisiana, so it is more focused into Louisiana now, but stronger and maybe a minimal hurricane. As you can see on the European model here, it goes into between New Orleans and Lafayette, Louisiana on Sunday morning. And then as far as the next model goes, the GFS, it shows it a little bit further west, but still into Louisiana and still on Saturday night with just a little bit of rain here for the coastal bend. So here is a look at your NEC Co-op Energy 7-day forecast, and it looks like this across the region as we're going to see the temperatures be really hot here the next couple of days at 98 degrees, and then a little bit of rain here, but not much. That'll drop our temperatures back into the mid-90s for Friday and over the weekend, depending on where and exactly when 92L goes inland. But it's not a threat here, not a problem here, and we're not going to get much rain out of it either.